My name's Ambrose Cooper and I live on Cox Lane trailer site in Epsom. I've been here now for about 15 years. I used to travel around, travelled all over the country. Essex, Kent, Surrey. We travelled around with horses and wagons. Then they got rid of them and got motors and trailers. And now we've ended up with big units on the site. It ain't like it used to be. Years ago the travellers would have a fire outside and they'd all stand round and have a chat. Fry the grub outside on the old pots and pans, and you don't see that anymore now. It's finished. It's finished. And most traveller sites you see now is out the way from Gorger people. And they make them as far away as they possibly can from houses and Gorger people. It's not the same as it used to be. It's not the same. It's different. It's changed. Nobody knows about the traveller's blues till you start to travel round. Them old policemen won't let you stay. They move you from town to town. They'll move you here and they'll move you there. They'll just move you anywhere. This is when you say, why did I start this travelling life? Nobody knows but me. Well, there was all sorts of singing around the farm. My dear old granddad used to play the violin because he used to get his living with it. He used to go busking with it years ago. They'd make a fire up and they'd get a bit of ball to tap dance on, and he'd play the fiddle, all jigs and reels on the fiddle. And that's what was your entertainment. Make a tambourine of the toffee tin and they'd have a mouth organ. And that's how it was. Well, the trouble is now, I mean, everything's already made for you. You've got the CDs, the backing tapes and everything, and the karaokes. So the music's already there, you know what I mean? People don't play guitars and fiddles and accordions like they used to. Because the younger generation is growing up with CDs and karaoke machines. So the music's already there for them. It's all right, but it's not real music, is it? It ain't like making your own stuff. And when I was a little boy, I'd say, let me have a go at your banjo, grandfather. He'd say, no, son, that's a violin. And it always got me interested in music. And then when I got old enough, I got myself a guitar, and I listened to Jimmy Rogers records and tried to copy Jimmy Rogers. And so I taught myself. Jimmy Rogers taught me the guitar.
Now today as I stay by the roadside, just watching those travellers go by, thinking what will become of the gypsy whenever our time comes to die. There's a master up yonder in heaven, got a place we might call her home. Will we have to keep on a-traveling, or will they just leave us alone?
People take my stuff and say they've done it, because I can't read and write. So what I've done, I've made a song up on a tape and played it to somebody, and they've copied it, and they've written it down and said they've done it. Jimmy Rogers said, will there be any brakemen in heaven, because he was a train driver, a brakeman, and I was out, will there be any travellers in heaven? So it was off the Jimmy Rogers record. It's his tune, but my words. There's a master up yonder in heaven, got a place we might call a home. Will we have to keep on a-travelling, or will they just leave us alone? Will there be any travellers in heaven? Any pubs where we might... I can remember years ago when my father used to say, go and get we used to pull off on the side of the road. He said, go and get a bucket of water, ask the house for a bucket of water. But don't tell them it's for the children, because they won't give it to you. Tell them it's for the horses, and they will give it to you. And that's what I used to do. I used to get the bucket and go up there and say, could I have some water for the horses? And they would give it to you. If you said it was for the children, you wouldn't get it. They've got a bit more rights today, but they're still not treated as they should be, you know. But they can still get away with calling you Gypsy and Gyppo and all this business, you know, pikey and all that. They can still get away with that. You know, it's race discrimination. the old people dies and the music dies with them. And the younger generation growing up now, they're not really interested in the old music. What I've wrote about is most of the stuff what's really happened, which is true to life. I mean, the old motors, I can remember going round the pubs years ago and they used to chop and deal and then drive from one pub to the other, and they'd probably have 2 or 3 deals and come back with a different motor every time, you know, and that's what they would do. Now you got some old motors, they're going every day. Some of them they need a tow, for you can get away. I like a Bedford, don't mind a Houston. Long as it's a going, boys, it's good enough for me.